Okay, it appears we are live. Welcome to the weekly. Let me know if you can all hear me or if there's an issue with the sound. I see I've got a level here, so the sound shouldn't be a problem, but let me know if there is. Welcome to the weekly members only chat. It's a public stream. Anybody can watch, but it is a members only chat. I apologize to my channel members that we had to skip it out last week. I really wasn't feeling well. These days my health has improved somewhat, good days and bad days. I know some in the chat were asking. Thank you for asking, Kate and everybody else. Green Gypsy Bird, I've got some videos about Eric Zink. I'll give a brief background to those who are new and don't know who he is in just a moment, so we all know what we're talking about. Okay, so right now we have Kate. Good to see you. Christina is here. Good. Oh, the orphan lambs. Yeah, I saw pictures of your lambs on Twitter. They're so cute. I would take one of them as a pet, but I can't even handle a cat, so can't even handle a cat. So yeah, okay. So Green Gypsy Bird, the explanation's coming up. Kate, good to see you. Thanks for asking. Eric, hey, Italian Stallion, glad to have you along. Eric Zink, we're not really going to be talking about him. Just for those who are new to my channel, I'll give a brief explanation as to who he is and what got him pretty much more or less canceled. Either way, I have a lot of videos explaining more in detail about Eric Zink on my channel page if you're interested. Oh, the lambs are hopping around. Oh, the lambs are hopping around. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. I love all animals. In fact, I often prefer the company of animals over people. Go figure. Okay. So, first and foremost, hey, Michelle, my long-suffering friend and moderator. She who keeps me out of trouble, or tries to keep me out of trouble 24/7. She tries to keep me out of trouble 24/7. It's a full-time job. Yeah. I think, Kate, you were referring to Eric Zink. When you asked who was lurking around, you were referring to Eric Zink. Excuse me. He still uploads crazy videos on his channel, which, quite honestly, I believe he is... I haven't watched him as of late, but it appears like all he talks, apparently he relapsed into alcohol about a month or so ago, and he does videos about drugs, and it's almost to the point, he claims he's not, but it sounds like to me and to a lot of other people, let's put it this way, if you're a recovering addict who feels fragile, I would not recommend going to Eric Zink's channel these days. Okay, if you all catch my meaning. So for those who are asking, I believe who was asking about who was Eric Zink, Green Gypsy Bird was asking, and maybe a few others who are watching, and we'll get to that shortly. But Michelle, Straubs, good to see you. Don't be a stranger. Great to see you here, Straubs. Death Valley. It's the evening where you are. Great. So before we get into it, we're going to shake our rattle can because Michelle loves that part of the show. No, he hasn't commented here, and I doubt he ever will, Michelle, to be honest. Because I have faith pretty much that my Mad Hatters would probably all skewer him in the comments section. I think he would know that. So, yeah, so that's something positive about the lamb. So we're going to shake our rattle can. Yes, this video is monetized. Or maybe, no, I don't know if it's monetized. Maybe at the end of this YouTube algorithm may yellow it. But anyways, regardless. Alrighty. So, for those who... So we're going to e-beg. We're going to do the obnoxious e-begging portion of the show because we got to... it's Michelle's favorite part of the show. As we all know, she'd never forgive me if we didn't do it. If you wish to join the channel, and you cannot find the join button, it's $1.99 per month. If you want to come and interact with us, just hit the join or hit the link in the chat, and you can interact along with us. It's for $1.99 a month. I offer special custom hat emojis as well as a weekly members-only chat. Usually it's on Thursdays at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Today we're doing a special because yesterday I was neck deep in legal research, neck deep in it, and before I knew it, I forgot. Okay, and then what else do we have? So to continue, you could also go through PayPal for a one-time donation. And Straubs! Oh my God, Straubs, that is so generous of you. Thank you. Thank you, Straubs. Oh my God, that's so generous of you. Thank you. Wow. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Okay, so anyways, there's the PayPal. Rest assured, if you choose to go that route, I will not give out your personal information. I do not dox people. Your information remains confidential. Also, I have a merch store if you want to check it out. I've got a merch store. Hang on. Yeah, I've got a merch store. I've got some cool t-shirts over there if you're interested. Yeah, if you're interested, I've got some cool merch. For those of you who don't already know, I also have a second channel, which is basically an experiment in comedy and story time videos. There are some videos already up there. I am planning to do a live stream tomorrow. We're going to go back into 70s pop culture. We're going to be reacting to an old match game show. Remember Gene Rayburn, the late Gene Rayburn? Remember the celebrity panel of Brett Summers and Charles Nelson Riley, Richard Dawson, and some of the others? We're going to go back to the cheesy 70s. That's tomorrow on my second channel, Fedora Social Experiment, it's called. Link is coming up in the chat. Of course, all these links that I'm just producing in this on the chat, you will also find in the description box below. So yeah, tomorrow afternoon, I don't know what time yet. That's to be decided. But we're going to be reacting to the American 70s match game with heading Gene Rayburn, and we're going to be reviewing the shows where we had the weirdest, in my opinion, the weirdest game show contestant I ever came across. In a way, it was kind of like you feel sorry for her because she's probably nervous, but it's weird. It's just weird. So we're going to have some fun. That's tomorrow. Yes, Christina. I hope you can be there for that, Christina, tomorrow afternoon. So yeah, I hope so. So anyways, and those of you who are from the UK or who are not of the older Gen X or the baby boomers, come and join anyway. I'm pretty sure we're gonna make it a lot of fun. We're gonna have a lot of fun tomorrow anyway. So I hope you join us anyway. Yeah, get your bell bottoms out, Italian Stallion. Absolutely. Absolutely. So that's tomorrow on my second channel, Fedora Social Experiment. Go check it out. There's some videos over there already. I already did a first live stream. I just haven't uploaded there in several weeks because of my health. And then next I got legal crap dumped on my doorstep on Wednesday night. Which hence why yesterday I was neck deep in legal research. Oh, God. I'm not going to get into too much detail right now, but I reserve the right to talk about it later. Get your 70s bumps out, right, Death Valley? Absolutely, Death Valley. Yes. So also we are good, and also at some point on the weekend on this channel, I'm going to do my Shanny for Christ parody. I found something to make me look like I have cheesy, fluffy ears. And I'm going to paint my face all cheesy. And I'm going to do a parody of Shanny for Christ at some point this weekend. So get prepared for both my channels. We're going to have some fun. Yeah. Okay, so to get something out of the way, I know we're going to be talking about a serious subject, and that's not just about jamescharles and Eric Zink. But the whole thing that we need a reminder that minors, young people, do need, not only have to learn to be more vigilant online with strangers, but we need to be aware that there are creeps. And jamescharles has behaved like one. Yeah, Shanny parody. Yeah, you won't want to miss that. You won't want to miss that. Hey, Neggy Poo. Neggy poo, I'm gonna eat this yogurt for you. Yeah. Oh, Negs. Don't tell Jason Avocado's Revelation News. I've been madly in love with you. Yeah. Sorry, I know I shouldn't. We're going to be talking about a serious matter. I shouldn't add humor in the beginning. I apologize for that. But me, sometimes I like to balance out, if I'm doing something really serious, I try to balance things out. For those of you who are new and watching out there, yeah. So, yeah, that's on tap for this weekend. And before I start, oh, thank you, Kate. I appreciate it. Shanny for cheese, right, Death Valley? Yes. Well, Straubs, I hope you're in the chat. Go to hell, Megs. I said, go to hell. Yeah. We might touch on that too, Italian Stallion. Yeah. Green Gypsy Bird. Who else is here? Yeah, so we're going to be doing all that. I'm glad you're all here. But before I go on, one more funny thing I want to do because I can't resist. When I posted to my community tab earlier today that I was looking for potential video suggestions, Ms. Happy and Michelle R in the chat, well, she answered them a few times, so she saw it, Michelle R. Michelle R saw it, and she responded to him. Thank you, Michelle. You are an awesome friend. Michelle is an awesome friend. She answered, anyway, she stuck up for me. But Ms. Huppy basically says, you complain, you always ask your viewers for suggestions. He says, talk about your cigarettes. All right, I'll entertain you, Ms. Hussey, because I do listen to my audience. And Ms. Hussey, at the rate you drop by here, I'm going to consider you a member of my audience. Okay? So I'll entertain you for 2 minutes. I'm going to talk about cigarettes. Well, you see, they're long, they're thin, they cause cancer and lung disease. But hell, I love them because that's what stands in the way between me and weighing 500 pounds. So, yeah, and I've been doing it for such a long time. And you can get them in menthol, king size, different colors. Yeah, Ms. Huppy. So, yeah, this is why I love my beloved cigarettes. Whoever said I had an addictive personality? Yes. So I think that's all we can cover about my cigarettes. And wouldn't you love to know where I get them? Yes, avoid the troll patrol, right, Michelle? Right. So, yeah, so we got that out of the way. Ms. Hussey, and I just talked about cigarettes for you. I hope that kept you entertained for a while. Yeah, there was another video I wanted to cover, but we're not going to cover it in this one. I may go live later tonight and react to it because it's a subject about relationships. And it's Rose Thorne. She did a video, yesterday, a couple of days ago. A video about, I haven't watched it yet, and if I react to it, I'll watch it fresh with you guys, with fresh eyes. It's a video called Why Chantal Will Always Be Alone. Yeah, but this is what happened. This is coming from a woman who can't get more than the company of inanimate objects like baseball bats. But I may jump on late tonight and react to that. But today we're going to be, for the rest of the live, we are going to be focusing on James Charles. And I asked if he is the beauty community's answer to Eric Zink. For those of you who don't know, because I know Green Gypsy Bird asked about that, Eric Zink has been on the platform. He's bigger on TikTok. I said yik yak. I almost said yik yak. TikTok. Where there are a lot of young people. As many of you know, TikTok is a much younger audience on average than YouTube. But he also has a YouTube channel. He used to claim to be or do videos about mental health and addiction, and he always was declared himself to be a mental health advocate. And he used that position. He used to give out his phone number on streams on TikTok. Yik yak. Maybe yik yak is better suited. I don't know. But Eric Zink, it turned out he was using his position. He was sending dick pics to vulnerable women. He was using his OnlyFans platform under the guise of mental health to hit on vulnerable women. And worse, yes, he's been involved with inappropriate texting with minors. Okay, vulnerable 16-year-olds. The clips all over TikTok and the tweets and the messages that were leaked, they are all over. So this is all alleged. Let me talk to you. Oh, yeah. I love them too, but I had to get them up, miss them every day. Oh, I hear you, Kate. I hear you. Yeah, you ask for suggestion. He asks for money. You talk about cigarettes. And he can talk about the poor woman with 2 kids whose husband he's sleeping with. How about that? Is that true? Wow, really, Death Valley? This is the first I've heard of this, but this is interesting. That's the first I've heard of this. Whose husband he's sleeping with? I don't know whose husband. I'm just learning about this right now. His boo, as he likes to call him, is a Muslim man and has married with 2 kids, and that's the sum of it. If that's true, if that's all true, like I said, I haven't seen the receipts. This is the first I've heard of it, so it's alleged at this point. Wow. Wow, okay. He's gross. Goes for Eric and Huffy, both of them. Well, you're right. Lane, hey, Lane B, good to see you. Do you all remember Yik Yak? I kind of missed that app. It was fun in college. Yik Yak. Prison. Whoa, can't say I'm surprised. So anyways, so now that you know, you've got the basic background for those who are coming in. Again, I have plenty of Eric Zink videos on my channel page. And if you want more details, about him, just search out my channel page, and if you want to search through my playlists, it would all be in the mental health playlist. Okay, if you all want to check that out. Now we have jamescharles. He's in his early 20s. In his young life, he had already been plagued with scandals. I guess this is what happens when you gain more infamy. And in his case, more money. I mean, the guy became a multimillionaire, at least on paper, before the age of 20. That's quite a feat. All for playing makeup. Hey, Mama J, good to have you. Hey, Mama J. Hey, Kim Boone, glad to see you. So he's American, and I heard Armenian by descent. Yeah, he's Armenian. That's right, Michelle and Green Gypsy Bird. Ms. Hussey is Armenian. Anyways, jamescharles, we all remember him. I mean, I don't follow the beauty community much, except to say that these people have so much drama in their lives and so many scandals. Where do they find the time to produce and market makeup? But anyways, be that as it may, that's for bigger minds than mine to answer. But jamescharles has had a problematic history with relationships. We all know, we've heard a hint of this. And it's alleged at this point, but apparently he tried to turn straight men. He figured he could, hit on straight men and turn them, and that's gross. Okay, it's the same thing. If somebody's trying to turn a gay person straight, that's gross. It's equally gross to try to turn a straight, you know what I mean? Don't make people be who they are not. And it's just gross. But apparently it all came out, and most of you already know it came out. He had been having rather racy text exchanges with minors over the years. And why this is so problematic is because, like it or not, I mean, he has the term influencer. He is a makeup guru. And part of the beauty, one of the largest channels of the beauty community after someone, say, Jeffree Star. And because his core audience, jamescharles' core audience, are minors, and this is the problem. If you're doing content, especially knowingly, that attracts a lot of vulnerable, impressionable kids to your, as a core audience, you have an even bigger responsibility to tread carefully, to be careful. And what kind of a message does it send that their influencer would be idle, are sending questionable pics like that. You know, why would that be? Yeah, it's gross. Everything he does is not okay at Green Gypsy Bird. This is true. This is all true. But, I mean, and I have to wonder if this is a shtick. Like, what was it? Those of you who have seen my friend Steve on live chat with me, he always had a saying. He says, once is an accident, twice is a pattern, 3 times is a pathology. Okay? That's what he always says. And are we starting to see a pattern or a pathology with James Charles? And you have to wonder. Now he came out with a video apologizing. He came out with a video apologizing called "Holding Myself Accountable." We're going to be reacting to it very momentarily. I will bring it up on screen and we will watch it together and dissect it and react to it like the way we usually do around here. So, yeah, we're going to get that very, very shortly. James lied to become a part of CoverGirl, which launched his career. I thought it was Maybelline. No, you're right, Mama J. Sorry, I stand corrected. Yeah, CoverGirl. He became Coverboy. Yeah, go figure. I don't like James Charles. He's got away with too much. Yeah, and this is the problem, huh? You know what they say, money talks? You know what I mean? I saw a cartoon earlier. Somebody did a great cartoon video mocking the beauty community a while ago, and I saw it earlier. If we have time, we'll turn it on later. I think James has probably done this many times, but just caught twice. I'm inclined to agree with you, Christina, because these kind of acts, sadly, these type of behaviors always repeat, and they repeat, and they repeat. You know what I mean? I mean, Eric Zink, we turned out to be a serial offender, if you will. Eric Zink turned out to be a serial offender. So yeah, James Charles, I imagine, would be. But like Eric Zink, and keep in mind, Eric Zink is old enough to be his father, and he should know even better. But both Eric Zink and James Charles have a core audience who are impressionable, maybe even vulnerable young people, minors, who may even have a lack of self-esteem. I know the beauty community. Yes, you do, Mama J. If anybody wants questions about the beauty community, ask Mama J in the chat. She'll be happy to fill you in because she knows more about it than I do. Mama J, I'm sure will be happy to fill you in. Thank you, Mama J. I'm glad you're here. Oh, so this is a thing. I thought James was just dumb, not a P word. I don't watch him. I don't usually watch him either because A, I'm not 14. For starters, and secondly, I'm not into makeup. I think most of you know already by now. I'm not into makeup. I'm not into beauty. Exactly, Christina. Like anything else, people rarely get caught the first time. Very true, Kate. Very true. So anyways, we're going to begin the reaction. So we're going to share the screen. Are we all ready? Yeah. Are we all ready? We're going to share the screen, and we get to decide if he's being sincere or not. I'm sure between you and me and the lamppost, no, he's probably not being sincere, but whoops, wrong screen share. Sorry, wrong screen share. Okay, hang on. Wrong share screen. Sorry about that. Oh yeah, it's called Holding Myself Accountable. It's called Holding Myself Accountable. Okay. Okay, hang on. Let me get a full screen for you. Let me get a full screen for you. Okay. By the way, please give this video a thumbs up if you haven't done so already, or give it a thumbs down if you don't like it. It's all good for the algorithm. All right. Let's get going. Today I'm going to be making a very important video about a very important topic. As many of you guys. Unfortunately, it's not. This is as loud as I can get it. Hang on. Yeah, this is as loud as I can get it. So if you can't hear it, or barely hear it, I'll try to sum it up with my reaction. You guys know, about 2 years ago now, I was involved with a very public online scandal in which
some fellow YouTubers made some very serious accusations against me, and within the past couple of weeks, similar accusations are being made again, and I think it's very important that I get on camera and talk to you guys honestly about what is going on. When this first happened 2 years ago, I uploaded a video to my channel called No More Lies, and that video was a very planned video. It focused on receipts and screenshots and defending myself in the situation, but I want you guys to know that this video that I'm going to be making today is going to be nothing like No More Lies. This is not exactly planned. I don't have a script. I will let you guys know that
I should let you know there were ads on this video of his. There were ads. And I'm going to come right off the bat. I'm going to come out of the starting gate. To me, apology videos shouldn't be monetized. Okay? I don't know. Maybe you have a different opinion, those in the chat, and those of you watching, just watching. Maybe you have a different opinion. Those of you just watching, the comment section is always open, and you can let me know what you think. When we jump off stream. But to me, I don't know. I think an apology video is tainted if it's monetized, like if you have ads on it. But I mean, personally, I would not monetize an apology video if I were to do one. But anyways, yes. And jamescharles, why aren't you doing like the other big YouTubers? Why aren't you sitting on the floor wearing a hoodie with a black or gray background?
I do have just some notes in front of me of points that I want to make because this is a very, very serious topic.
And that's another thing. This is filler. Why are you talking about another video? This is an apology video. This is about holding yourself accountable. Why are you talking about the other video?
But today's video is going to be from the heart, and I'm going to focus on what happened, the conclusions that I've come to, and most importantly, holding myself accountable for my own actions. First and foremost, I need to say sorry. I owe a massive apology to anybody that I've hurt or anybody that I made uncomfortable with my actions. And I also want to say I'm sorry to my friends, family, and fans that have to watch another one of these videos because you shouldn't have to, and this is really, really embarrassing. When this all started online a few weeks ago, it sparked a large conversation.
And that's the other question too. Are you genuinely sorry? Do you honestly have remorse for what you've done and the byproducts of those problematic actions? Or are you just sorry you got caught? Much like Eric Zink, are you just sorry you got caught?
Conversation, and many people have shared their thoughts and opinions, and I want to take some time to address literally everything in today's video. But before doing that, I want to make it really, really clear that I fully understand my actions and how they are wrong. There's no excuse for them, and I don't plan on making any in this video either, and I hope that you would choose to watch it all the way through. I also just want to make a quick note as well that I'm filming this on the night of March 31st.
Okay, fine.
4 in the morning. I'm alone here in the studio.
And we know. No, really. I thought I saw somebody in back. I'm kidding.
When I upload this tomorrow, it is going to be April Fool's Day, which is
dear,
because this video and this topic is not a joke in any way, shape, or form, and I don't want anybody to think that it is. But I also don't want to wait any longer to speak about this. I want you guys to know that this is very, very.
Get on with it.
I'm taking this very, very seriously.
Get on with it.
The last thing that I want to say before I just get into it is that I think it's important that I provide a trigger warning for.
Yes.
There's going to be topics and things.
The mandatory TW trigger warning. Yeah. Okay. Why don't you get on with the apology? I don't know. Again, to me, apology videos should be short and sweet and to the point. I'm going to come to you in the chat, see what you're all saying. I'm going to see what you're all saying in the chat. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know, Mama J. I can't. That's the volume is as high as I can get it on him. It's as high as I can get him. I apologize. Okay. I think James has probably done this many times. Yes. So this is a thing. I thought James was a P word. I don't watch him. Yeah. Exactly, Christina. Like anything else, he rarely gets caught the first time. Yeah, now there are 6 boys who have come forward, but are not all doing anything about it. Really, huh? Yeah, that is sad. And that's a sad thing. A lot of people don't do anything about it. And this is why they get away with it and they keep being repeat offenders. At least that's part of it anyway. We will need big help here. I'm totally befuddled by the beauty community. You and me both, Kate. I mean, Kate, you know as well as I do. I don't even wear makeup, I don't do makeup. You and me both. I find it weird that kids watch beauty channels, boys and girls, eh? When I was young, that would bore me to death. Still would, I'm afraid. It seems odd that most of his audience are young folk. I don't think... I agree with you on the first part, Christina, that kids watching beauty channels, I agree with you that it's a bit weird. It's a bit foreign to me. But that is audience are young folks. I mean, he got his start when he was a teenager on the platform. So... I guess, he's trying to cater to a younger audience. So I guess it's not surprising. Yeah. It's also, no, I know, Mama Jake. You would think, a guy with a big channel with multi-million subscribers and millions and millions, billions of views, billions of views. You think he would have better audio quality, right? He would have better production quality. His hair looks like a bar stool. Green gypsy bird. Fourth time in the last 6 months. You can't apologize for something you're not sorry about. He stated clearly that he's not attracted to his own age group or older. Barely legal, 18, 19. Yeah. And that is in and of itself is a problem, right, Death Valley? Bird's nest. I think it looks like a lily pad. Okay, so we've got, And he knew one of those boys when he was 15. They started talking. He messaged him happy birthday when the boy turned 16. Messaging someone happy birthday, if it's just that with a nice little fun cartoon or gift, that's fine. But if it's like more than that, like with innuendo and inappropriate, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, damn. What is the word I'm looking for? Proposals, indecent proposals, I suppose. And of course, questionable racy pictures. You have to question the sincerity of the apology if you get money from it. Absolutely, Christina. I'm with you, right with you there. There's something that I don't like. He irritates me the way Big Chuck irritates me. Yeah, I hear you, Kate. I hear you. Did anyone press charges? I'm not sure if anyone pressed charges, to be honest. This soft-spoken appeal is to dupe his audience into thinking he's young and innocent. Yeah, I'm inclined to agree with you there at Death Valley. Kim Boone says, I don't know anyone from the beauty community. LOL. I have heard there's always controversy, Kim. Always drama, always controversy. They're always cutting each other in the back. Like I said, where do they find the time to produce makeup? Where do they find the time to produce all this? Hey, Steph. Good to have you along. Great to have you along, Steph. Yep, Michael Jackson never played that grow-up card. Yeah, and I have a feeling jamescharles is going to be one of those. Yeah, I know he's young. He's, 21, I think? 21 or 22? And already I can see it. He's got this Neverland feel, this Peter Pan feel to him. You know what I mean? He's got this Peter Pan feel. And here's the other thing. Much like Jeffree Star or even Shane Dawson or Trisha Paytas, they figure with all their money and their infamy and their YouTube notoriety, they can just do whatever the hell they like without accountability, without consequence. Some have suggested, I have heard that some have suggested he's only done this so-called apology video because I think there was a threat of him losing sponsors. He might have been even dropping subs. I have not checked his social blade, so I can't say one way or the other. But there is a rumor that he was losing sponsors. I don't know. I cannot explain the hairstyle, Italian Stallion. I really can't. I think he looks like a dead crow landed on his head. Steph, I didn't know you had it in you. That's funny. That's funny. I didn't know you had it in you. That's funny. I thought he was loud normally from what I've seen of him briefly. Yeah, you'd think. Well, if he wished him a happy 16th, he knew how old he was, the perv. Oh, okay. I thought you meant when he was 15. Okay. Sorry, I misunderstood, Christina. I misunderstood. Sorry about that. I apologize. No, it's not that just saying happy birthday is the issue. It's to highlight that he was well aware of the boy's age, just turning 16. Oh, and that is a very important piece, Death Valley and Christina. Yes. Sorry, I misunderstood. My bad. Yeah, he shouldn't be having DMs. I thought it was when Jamescharles was a minor himself at that time. But no, if he is an adult after he turned 18, is having DMs with minors, that in and of itself is a problem. Even if it's just, hi, how are you, hello. Like minors that are not related to him, like not young cousins, not younger brothers and sisters. I just want that in and of itself can be problematic on so many levels. It can be. He could at least donate the money to charity. Yeah, I agree with you, Kate. And there's no indication that he is donating that AdSense money to a charity. There is no evidence of the. Steph, I appreciate that. I agree. I doubt he does anything decent. No, I don't either. All right, let's get to it.
That are very, very sensitive to some people, and I don't want anybody to have to listen to those if they don't want to. So I'm just letting you know right now. But with all that said, I think it's time that we talk. In case anybody isn't aware of what's going on, within the past couple of weeks, 2 different people, both under the age of 18, have recently come forward saying that they had inappropriate messages with me on social media. One of them being from last year and one of them being from more recent. In both of these cases, I added these people on Snapchat, asked how old they were right away, was told that they were 18, believed them, engaged in a flirty conversation.
Wait a minute, but didn't he, and as it was just mentioned in the chat by Christina and by Death Valley, wait a minute, which is it? If you wished somebody a happy sweet 16, then you knew they were a minor. And now you're claiming that they lied and said they were 18. Which is it?
And then later on, found out that they were actually 16. Upon finding out, I was immediately embarrassed and blocked both people. Later on, when I saw them making videos about it and those videos going viral, my immediate reaction, completely honestly, was to be really, really upset. I wanted to get on camera and film another No More Lies video where I gather all my receipts.
Oh, dear Lord.
And try to tell my side of the story and then just move on from the situation. And now looking back, that was so stupid.
See, this is the thing. Again, don't DM with minors. Okay, if you're an adult, don't DM with minors. Honestly, I think that's the best policy.
Because as I did,
it's the same thing with the gamers. We've heard about this, with the smaller channel Shabisky. Especially with gamers, you're going to find a lot of minors. If you can mute them, mute the kids, mute them. Don't talk to them. There's a reason why, for example, my Discord server, I don't allow kids under the age of 18 in my Discord server. There's a reason for that. I sure as hell don't want the trouble.
I did more research on these topics and self-reflected. I realized that the receipts,
self-reflected,
and
self-reflected receipts, your receipts. Where are you getting your receipts from, Callie?
And the specific details of the interaction really don't matter because I fucked up. And
yeah, you did.
Accountability for my actions, and most importantly, apologize to the people that were affected by them. These conversations should have never happened, point blank period. There's no excuse for it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. And I take full responsibility for that. I trusted the information that was given to me rather than the information I could have and should have gotten myself. In both of these situations, doing research into these people's public social media profiles would have revealed their true ages, and therefore these conversations would have never happened in the first place, but I didn't do the research. And that is what is so embarrassing.
What research? You behaved inappropriately? What research?
As an adult, it is my job and my responsibility to verify who I'm talking to, and therefore there is no one to blame for this other than myself.
Wow, we got one thing right, but I don't think you're understanding, okay, my opinion here. I don't Small fry. Yo, small fry. Little dude. I don't think you're grasping exactly what you think what you're responsible for. It's not just the fact that you had those inappropriate DMs with minors. And as far as verifying age, it's a little difficult to do with strangers online. That's why I always think it's the best policy. Don't DM with minors. It's best policy.
To the guys involved with the situation, I want to say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I added you. I'm sorry that I flirted with you. And I'm really sorry if I ever made you uncomfortable. It is completely unacceptable.
Why do you keep doing that? Okay, is your radar not clued in, when somebody is uncomfortable or when somebody is clearly not interested, or they're uncomfortable or they express themselves badly, which happens in the relationship game? Awkward, incoherent communication is often a common factor. But when you see something with such ambiguity, didn't that raise any red flags?
I was being reckless. And
yeah.
After looking back and finally realizing that this was my own fault, I started doing a lot of thinking and reflecting to really try and figure out why I was actually allowing myself to be so reckless in the first place. In all other areas of my life, my friends, my business, I like to think of myself as pretty put together and on top of things. And I couldn't understand why relationships were the one outlier. Why were they not working? Why was this area of me so...
See, this is the common denominator. It's you. That's the common denominator. Now, if the common denominator is you and your relationship challenged, there are often reasons for it. For some people, okay, it could be because they have a chronic illness, a disability, or lack of funds, or they don't meet societal beauty standards. But in the case of someone like James Charles here, who doesn't have any of those problems, okay, he doesn't have any of those problems. In this case, James Charles, it's you, James Chucky. It's you. I'm coming to the chat now. Let's see what you're all saying. Hey, Juicy Skittles. Glad you could stop by. Glad so. Stop by. If it happened once, we all mess up, but I feel that we've all been here before. We have, Kate, we have. Oh God, not blank, point blank, period. Exactly, right? Green Gypsy Bird. GGB, yes, right. Millennials have had to agree to being over 18 to get into the chat rooms, etc. Surely, if legal action is involved, then he shouldn't be discussing it at all. That's a good point you bring up, Kate. I don't know if he consulted with a lawyer, because you would think with all his money, he could get the best lawyers that LA, the best lawyers in Los Angeles that money can buy. And any lawyer worth their salt would probably tell you not to go on social media. I think that would be the first rule they would tell you. Isn't it common sense when someone says they are 18, everyone knows they are under 18? I'm pretty sure my generation invented that lie. Oh no, ours did. Ours did, Green Gypsy Bird. Hey, we were the generation of fake IDs. His PR team would tell him not to make any bold move. Yeah, I'd fire his PR team. If it were me, I'd be firing that damn PR team. What the hell were they thinking? Unless James Charles went rogue and did his own thing, and I suppose that anything is possible. But James Charles never struck me as a leader, okay? Despite his influencer character, his huge audience, his huge sub count, all the money he has, the endorsements from the cosmetics industry he may have, he's never struck me as a leader or somebody who could improvise. You know what I mean? So yeah, the volume thing is too excessive. I doubt he meant to turn it down and that much, but it's definitely a manipulation tactic. Yeah, I'm inclined to agree with you there, Steph, much like the others, like the usual apology video with the hoodie sitting on the floor. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So this is just what he's been told to say. Apology videos like this are bullshit these days. Absolutely true, Steph. That's why I don't do. I had a thing in the fall, okay, where I hit back at someone on Twitter. I hit back on someone. That's which landed me in Twitter jail And people were demanding an apology from me. Her friends were demanding me to apologize. And I said, no, I came out on video saying, no, I will not apologize because A, it wouldn't be sincere. And the one thing I don't want to do with my audience is steer them wrong. I want to be, authentic. I want to be as honest as possible. I'm an honest person in real life. I want to be honest with you. And if I were to apologize to that person, it wouldn't be sincere. And I came out on that video being very straightforward with that. Was it a low blow for me to say what I said? Yeah, it was. But I meant I meant every word of it, and I still do stand by it today. Oh, didums, was it embarrassing? Fuck off, you little Nancy. What about the trauma you may have given these boys, young men? Absolutely true, Death Valley. He's thinking he's embarrassed. He's got a little embarrassment. He may lose a little bit of money. He may lose a few endorsements from the cosmetics industry. But what about the boys? What was the consequences of that, of the aftermath of those events? And this is something so far I'm not getting from him. His family must be so proud. Yes, Straubs. Yes, Straubs, his family must be so proud. Yes. Yes. God, what a proud moment he must be. And why is he smiling? You notice, like, he's smiling. If you're doing an apology video and you're sincere, I mean, in my opinion anyway, you shouldn't be smiling so much. Maybe you don't have to cry. You don't have to cry and have a meltdown, but I don't think you should be smiling from ear to ear. I don't know. Christina is here. That's what tells you this isn't an accident. Part of the risk and wrongfulness of it all. And this is why they all repeat offend. Yeah, that's partly it. It's part of that weird thrill-seeking thing, like doing something we're not supposed to do, being naughty, to euphemize the term, if you will. Yeah, it's all part of it. It's like I said at the top of the stream, my friend Steve, what he always says, once is an accident, twice is a pattern, and 3 times is a pathology. Yeah. Oh, and Diddums too is very British. Yeah, I mean, I'm not British, but I'll take your word for it. And I have heard that said by British people before stuff. Yeah. He's not even apologized, Death Valley, nothing. Says a small apology and then gets paid for it. Yeah, exactly, Christina. Exactly. He should hire Queen Lynn as his PR. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Well, she couldn't do a worse job than the PR crew who actually okayed this video. She couldn't do a worse job, Italian Stallion. Not normal, criminal element, nonsense to translate. Yeah, yup, and poor boy who was on TikTok has had to close his account because of the hate he's receiving. Oh, poor baby. Let's all have a moment of silence while we mourn this because James Chucky is getting a lot of hate on TikTok. Announcement. I've claimed Death Valley mine. Male, female, demon, alien, left butt, cheek bowl. I don't care how you identify yourself at death. You've always been claimed by the beautiful Skittles. You're welcome. Okay, so let's move on. Let's move on.
Different. And I finally came to a conclusion. It sucks and it is ridiculously embarrassing to admit this, but I think I have to, and that is that I'm desperate. I do understand that with these videos coming to light.
Desperate for what? To try to plug the holes, like the losses, to stop the bleeding, the proverbial bleeding? What? Desperate for what? Desperate for companionship? Okay, I can relate to desperation for companionship. I can relate to that. But I'm not going to go around sending nudies of a Brazilian wax to complete and total strangers online either. And nor am I going to make some, yeah.
It's really starting to, not even starting, it's really looking, period. Like I'm actively searching for younger people to be in a relationship with. And I just want to.
So you're admitting you want to be in a relationship with younger people. You're not that much older than 18, dude. Little dude, you're not that, small fry, you're not that much older than 18. Like I said, you're what, you 21, 22? I mean, how much younger do you want them to be?
Say firsthand that is absolutely not the case. My hope has always been to be in a relationship with somebody around my age or older that I can relate to and that can make me laugh. And unfortunately, I've not been able to find that person yet, but the idea of actually being in a relationship became so important to me that I was willing to trust too quickly, miss out on red flags, and most importantly, not take the precautionary measures that really anybody, but especially somebody with a public platform, should be taking before talking to anybody. And there's no excuse for that. When I walk,
no, there isn't. Absolutely not. But I don't think he's being sincere. And I'm troubled by the fact that he's smiling. He's smiling through this. I'm troubled by that. Yeah, let me see what you're all saying in the chat. Coming to you. Oh, and Princess Chantal, Maria's his lawyer, Amy's life journey in the sales department, Life by Jen as executive secretary. That's quite a staff you put together there, Italian Stallion. I meant the boy that James messaged, Fedora. Right. No, I hear you. I hear you. Great. We shall move in together and own a... Oh, okay. All right. That's a low bar for a relationship that he's after. Juicy, we could call it Ralph and I'm in. His body language screams deception. Yeah, I'm inclined to agree with you there, Kate. I'm inclined. Yeah, I'm not feeling the sincerity here. Okay, I'm honestly not feeling the sincerity. I'm not feeling the remorse. You know, we all know, those of you who have watched me for a long time, you all know I love a good redemption story. This ain't it. This ain't it.
Watched videos in the past of people talking about serious topics such as this one. It's always really bothered me when people would talk about conclusions or changes that they're going to make without actually talking about how they got there in the first place. So I think it's really important that I do that in this video. I just honestly think that I owe it to you guys to kind of walk you through the reflection that I've been doing, so you know that I'm taking this seriously, how I came to terms with my desperation, and how it led me here. In 2019, my dating life became even more public than it already was when I was called out and labeled as a predator. You guys, I feel like at this point,
if the name fits,
all know the story, so I don't want to go back into details, but pretty much I had to get on camera and prove that I was being lied to.
Okay. Here's the thing. You are clearly, to me, this keeps repeating itself and repeating itself. You have not learned. You have not learned a thing. All you care about is what you could get away with without losing all you have. And judging by the fact that you are a multimillionaire, I mean, what's the worst that can absolutely happen to you? You're still a lucky boy. You're still a very, very lucky boy. Because even if you get canceled, let's say your YouTube channel gets canceled, you're a multimillionaire. Even if the endorsements, the sponsorships all dry up, you're still a multimillionaire. Imagine a multimillionaire retired before the age of 25. Damn. Yeah. Let's feel bad for him.
I had all the receipts to back it up, but at the time I also recognized that I definitely needed to change the way I was going about dating because clearly something was not working. And in that video, I made a vow and a promise to myself and to you guys as the audience that I will be way more careful moving forward. And that promise was not one that I kept. I'm going to be honest with you guys, at the time that I posted No More Lies,
The No More Lies. I didn't watch that video, but the No More Lies, why do I think that it's everything? Well, it's actually all lies. It should have been titled More and More Lies instead of No More Lies. I'm not feeling the sincerity here. I'm sorry, I'm not.
I thought that like the only issue was kind of like the straight guys and being lied to. But I now realize that it was obviously a much deeper problem. And I really wish that at that time I had spent the time to sit down, look at myself in the mirror and try to get to the root of the problem and understand why I was actually allowing myself to get into these situations instead of just brushing it off and saying like, it's the straight guys and it's a lie. But like I said, I didn't. And as time progressed, my desire for a relationship never really went away, and I slowly started ignoring red flags again, and also ignoring my friends and the important people around me that warned me that I was going to get hurt. And to them, I also feel like I really owe an apology, because I should have listened, and I feel like if I did...
You're still not listening, okay? It doesn't sound like you're listening to other people. I don't know who has your ear. Maybe it's just, you know, people who don't care enough to hold you accountable. Certainly your PR people either, you know, and I don't believe he has the smarts or the know-how to go improvise on his own. I never believe that. I will never believe that. So, which leads me to believe, I mean, the PR people, like I said, they need to be fired.
We probably wouldn't be here today. Looking back now and just trying to do my best to piece this all together in my head, I think that my lack of experience when it came to dating growing up, and then all of a sudden having a lot of attention from different types of men, some for good reasons and some for bad reasons.
Wait a minute. You said you were desperate for company. Now you're saying you had a lot of attention from men, other gay men. You had a lot of attention. Which is it? Yeah, I can get, you know, when you get to where you are, and when I say you, I mean you, James Chucky, not you in the chat, not you who are watching outside of the chat. Here's the thing. Yeah, you do have to be mindful, like what's their intention. But I think even if you're not rich and famous, I think it's prudent. We still have to wonder, and we still have to think about, you know, if we have to question somebody's intentions for why they're showing one attention, you know. And I think it is healthy to ask questions. What is another person's intentions towards? So this to say, James Charles, you're not alone. Don't put on this pity me routine. This pity me routine doesn't work.
It really affected me in ways that I didn't quite understand. I honestly just thought that I had really, really bad luck and that I was being taken advantage of, when that wasn't the case at all. And I had the mentality that I could reach out to literally anybody and use my Explore page and For You page as a dating app, and eventually I would just happen to find the right person. But
why would you use Snapchat or those things as a dating site?
That's just not how dating works, literally at all. It's gross, it's weird, and it's desperation. I just really thought it was important.
And you're still doing, why do I get the feeling you're still using those very same problematic approaches?
Important to share my thought process and the conversations that I've been having with myself and professionals behind the scenes in order to help myself fully understand the situation so I could properly hold myself accountable for how I got here in the first place. When these videos started to come to light, power imbalance became a really large topic of conversation on social media, and rightfully so. In 2019, when I had my whole situation, I was accused of abusing my fame, money, and power to get what I wanted. And when I responded to that at the time, I said that that was disgusting.
But aren't you still using your fame, money, and power, your clout, to get what you want? Isn't that still what's happening? I'm coming to you in the chat right now. Coming to you in the chat. If I miss anybody in the chat, don't bye. Sorry, the only guru I still follow is Carly Bible. Okay, well, have a great day, Juicy Skittles. Hey, Naughty Rudolph, good to see you. I didn't mention Celine Dion. Okay, she didn't sing her song. Sorry, getting mixed up. Sorry, if I miss anybody in the chat, please don't take it personally. So now he's the victim and he got hurt. True. Were you 8 in the Titanic video? If I had his money, I would retire to the islands with a strapping Canadian rural gay man. Right on, Italian Stallion. That's the way to go. It's the way to go. Right on. It was a recent live stream of hers. I appeared as Celine Dion in the chat was going wild. I got kicks out of it. Okay. We're talking about something else. Here we go. All right. Juicy throws a giant banner just to confuse Fedora. It's not hard to confuse me. I'm old. It's not hard to confuse me. Old age confusing, kicking in. And kicking in. Yeah, I forgot which stream. It was a late one 5 days ago or so. I appear in her chat as another celeb to get her to sing. I'll keep you all posted. Right on. Right on. Okay, so what else? Let me go further back. No, I think I covered. Oh, so this is a thing. I thought James was just dumb, not a P word. I don't. Okay, we covered that. Okay, we covered all that. All right. All righty. Let's go. Let's get to it.
And I would never want to do that. And to this day, I still stand behind that sentiment 1000%. So when it was getting brought up again, I got really, really frustrated. I was trying to understand because I was thinking to myself, like, okay, I know that this situation shouldn't have happened. I know that this conversation shouldn't have occurred. I take responsibility for that. But at the same time, like, they DM'd you first. They lied to you. They flirted first. Like, you didn't use your fame.
Wait a minute. Are you using that they lied to you again? Are you trying to confuse us again? Didn't you wish somebody a happy 16th birthday? That would imply you knew their age. Once again. And again, if you're desperate for companionship, you yourself just said there are a lot of men who show you attention, who would be consenting and willing. I mean, yeah, you got to watch the intentions if you're looking for a long-term relationship and all that stuff. But if you're looking just for a hookup, you know, you just said that there were a lot of willing men who want to. So why are you going after people who don't want to?
Money and power to get anything. But I've now realized that that mentality is completely wrong because the power imbalance can happen even when it's not intentional. What I wasn't getting before is that the excitement that comes with talking to a celebrity is literally enough to make somebody do or say something that they normally wouldn't, even if that celebrity isn't intentionally weaponizing their fame, money, or power. And that's the concept that I just wasn't getting, but I now do. Even though I'm able to turn off my social media and just talk to somebody outside of the spotlight about something normal
oh dear. Still on with the sob stories about his relationships with other people. Oh, such a sob story. Give me a second. There's somebody at the door. There's somebody at the door. Just give me a second. Sorry about that. No, it wasn't the popo, Christina. It wasn't the popo. The police again. If he isn't using his fame, money, power, he wouldn't be making this video. That's absolutely true, Straubs. Why are you making this video if you weren't using your fame, power, and money to get what you want to in an attempt to get your way in the first place? Like I said, I'm not feeling the sincerity. As a cis white bisexual man, I would not touch that broomstick with a 10-foot pole. Oh, you see? Standards. That's what we call standards, Italian stallion. So the situation just happened to him. He just can't catch a break, can he? And that's an insult to people, a lot of marginalized people. And I don't mean him. I mean really marginalized people who can't catch a break. And the fact that he's playing victim like this, that he's playing victim like this is actually an insult to those who can't. Let's get to, yep. Skip all of it. It's a muddle. Okay. Okay. No, it's the postman. No, I am expecting a package, but I am expecting a package, which I have to be more vigilant about because we all know package thefts have been happening in my building. But no, it's not that either. There we go. With a big bill. Oh, now you get it. Why don't I believe that for a second? He'll just have somebody else scout young boys for him because, like with most nonsense, he can't stop. It's about the risk, the power. Yeah, I think it's that too, Death Valley, with a big bill. Right, Naughty Rudolph? Yeah. All right, let's move on. Let's soldier on.
No makeup on as James Dickinson. That doesn't change the fact that to them, I'm still James Charles. And that's something that I can't turn off. For me, having a public platform has become such a huge part of my life that at this point, it does feel normal. But I have to understand that to 99.9% of people, it's not normal and will never be normal. And that's where the power imbalance lies that I wasn't understanding. But I'm so glad that I finally do, because like I said in 2019, taking advantage of that power imbalance is something that I would never ever want to do, but unintentionally was. With this,
how do you unintentionally exert your power, like exert your status, your notoriety, your clout, if you will? How do you accidentally do that? How does that work?
Situation blowing up, there are a lot of people speaking about this online.
Yes.
Whether it be sharing their opinions, arguing about
yes, and I'm one of them.
Or most importantly, holding me accountable for my actions.
Yeah.
I understand that posting this video today is not going to stop those conversations, but is going to spark more of them. And that,
of course, we're having one right now.
Something that I am completely okay with, because I really feel like these are topics that we need to be speaking about a lot more. I also want to make it clear too that through uploading this video today, my hope and my expectations are not to, press post and then forget about it and move on and wash my hands as if nothing happened, because something did happen and what happened was not okay, and I don't want to just forget about it. I should have been more careful in every single way.
Why are you looking happy? Take a look at the eyes. Take a look at the eyes. Why are you looking happy about this? This should be somber. This should be quite somber. And I don't think you're thinking about the consequences, the effects that those young men had, what you did to them. I don't think you're grasping.
When it comes to the ways that I was looking for a relationship, I didn't do the proper research, and for that, I'm once again ashamed and embarrassed. I can't take it back as much as I wish that I could, but I'm really, really glad that I now fully understand the situation, so I'm able to do better in the future, and I really hope to show that to you guys. I'm a firm believer that when scandals or situations like this happen, you can get on camera and upload an apology video where you say sorry a million times all day long, but the only way to actually show and prove that you are sorry is through action and change.
Yes.
I'm going to change.
Yes. Where is that action and change, though? Because this video ain't it. Where is that action? Where is that change?
This whole situation has been so embarrassing and I'm ashamed, but like I said, I'm now educated and fully understand.
Do you?
What went on. And I'm making a promise to all of you right now on camera that I will be way more careful moving forward with every single person that I speak to. My For You page and Explore page.
Okay, I think this is just talking points that he is spouting, but for me, I will say, I think that's applicable in everyday life. I think that's just plain common sense to be careful with who you deal with in everyday life. I think that's just plain common sense in real life and online, to be vigilant. But him, I think he's going to throw caution to the wind again.
Page are not dating apps, and I will stop treating them as if they are. I also have already started asking for proper identification from every single guy that has either reached out or that I was speaking to, and will continue doing so for the rest of time. I now understand the root of the problem. I understand how and why I, and only I, caused myself to get into this situation.
Okay, it's not just about asking their age. you do have a history, and what I've heard, and at this point it's alleged, but let's assume it's true. Okay. Didn't you also try to turn straight men? They may have been of age, but they were straight. They are not of your orientation. It's more than just, this is just an example, one small example I'm providing. It's more than just vetting to make sure they're over the age of 18. It's about, getting to know the person a bit more, get a good vibe, use your instincts. But clearly in James Charles, something tells me his instincts are quite poor too. His intuition is quite poor. But yeah, okay. I have no idea what kind of upbringing he had before he came into all of this infamy, fortune, YouTube fame, YouTube clout, the endorsements at such a young age. It kind of reminds me a lot of child stars. Many of you remember, child stars. They end up failing in they end up having many failures and struggling with adulthood because they were never really prepared for it. And something tells me, even if James Charles grew up in an average household with an average income, maybe a lower income, I don't know his background, but something tells me like he is definitely ill-equipped for adulthood. No matter how much money he has, he's ill-equipped for adulthood.
I understand that this could have and should have been easily avoided, and I also understand that I need to be aware of my platform at all times.
Yeah.
I didn't understand how a situation like this could affect the people involved, but now I do. And for that...
Do you, though? Because I don't think you do.
For the victims, I'm so, so sorry. And I promise that something like this will never, ever happen again.
Oh, it will.
I also...
Sadly, it will.
To my friends, family, team members, and also fans that had to watch this all go down again. To all of you guys, I once again wish that I had listened earlier on. You guys saw that.
But you keep repeating it, and people, surely you've had good people who have advised you, who have provided counsel. But are you listening to them?
Yes, and I didn't, and I'm really, really sorry for not taking that seriously and not being a better person and a better role model like I promised that I would be. I'm going to be taking some time away to reflect and educate myself on these topics. I think at this point, it's really important that I do so I'm able to follow through with my word and prove to you guys that I will be a better person. Even though I won't be here posting, I do want people to know that I will still be here, available, listening, and learning. At this point, if you made it all the way through the video, I really appreciate it and just wanted to say thank you for listening, and I hope to never disappoint you again. See you soon. Hello, everyone.
Don't be in a rush. Take your time. And that's the end of that video. We're going to stop the share screen. Okay. So let me go back a bit, and I spend the rest of the time in the chat with you. Okay. Let me go back. Oh, now okay. It sounds like he hired that Looney Tune Froggy as his PR. I shudder. You're making me shudder, Italian Stallion. You're making me shudder. No, the law should hold you accountable for your actions, not just online platforms. Excellent point, Death Valley. And if he was indeed, since he was indeed found to have gone after minors, it's definitely against the law. Absolutely. I believe with kitty porn laws, even if he was sending dick pics, it would go under kitty porn laws. Yep. Exactly. His eyes look like that because there's no connect. Yeah, I'm with you there too, Death Valley. He only speaks about himself. If I ever did something so stupid, I would be horrified. I would disappear forever. Christina, that's because you have a conscience, okay? What he doesn't have. You have a conscience, Christina. That's why. His expression never changes. Very weird. LOL, Italian Stallion 89. He's going to leave his fake lashes by a bridge. Yeah, so Froggy can grab him, right? Me too, Christina. Not that you'd ever do anything wrong. Well, we all make mistakes, I concede. We all make mistakes as humans. The human race is flawed, period. The human race is flawed. I think this is something we can all agree on. Death Valley Dead asks, you ready for the potato screaming peanut to go up on Yaba tonight? Yeah, I'm ready for it. I know you were asking Death Valley, but I'll speak. Yeah, I'm ready for it. Green Gypsy Bird, let's take the age out of this. Why do men assume anyone wants pics of their bathing suit parts? I don't know, Green Gypsy Bird. I really don't. There are some, I suppose, that go for that kind of thing. There's some who do, but yeah, I don't know. Get your snacks ready. Get your snacks ready. It's called peacocking at Green Gypsy Bird. No pun intended. Maybe a little bit. Italian Stallion. For once, I'm happy I caught Yabba Dabba Foo fellers support cult and brought that to Peanut's attention. Right on. Yeah, I caught bits and pieces from Savage Live of Yabba's stream. Yeah. Sure, Jan. Right, Michelle? Sure, Jan. Right, Michelle? I hope to never disappoint you again. Really? Shouldn't he want it for himself? That's another thing, and I don't think he cares, Straubs. That's the thing. Once he's gotten to this point, he's young. He's getting a lot of attention, both positive and negative. You get huge cosmetics company like CoverGirl endorsing you and sponsoring you all before the age of 20. Before the age of 20. I don't think he has this self-awareness, and I don't think anyone ever taught him. Again, what was his life before he hit that fame and fortune? I don't know. But something tells me I think every kid, no matter what background they come from, every kid needs to learn skills, to prepare them for the adult world. And I don't think he ever learned, Straubs. I really don't. Learning not to be a predator, great use of time. Well, it would be to learn to unlearn those problematic behaviors. That would be a great use of his time. He says he's taking time off. That would be a great use of his time, Steph. Will he do it? I don't think so. Let's keep in mind, unlike most, I don't believe the best. No, he should be on the SC offenders for life. Yep. How long before he does it again? Or, yeah, there's that. And there's also that. How many more are there that didn't come and speak up, either on video or on social media or wherever? How many others were there that are still silent? And that is definitely something to consider. How many more are there who chose to remain silent? How long? Yeah. Steph, it sounds like he's attempting to be vegan. Now, don't go giving vegans bad names. Don't go giving vegans a bad name. In my early days, I liked younger men. I ain't going to lie, but I didn't want illegal. Yeah, and I hear you, Christina. Yeah, you could, just like make sure they're legal. Yeah, exactly. I want pics of their bathing suit parts. Okay, but you see, that's different, Italian Stallion. This is what you want. You're a grown man. You're an adult. You're an adult. That's what you want. You're a willing participant. We're talking about unwilling participants, not just minors, but adults too, who could be unwilling participants. Mentally, he's still a child. Grown men wouldn't be interested. Right on, Christina. I hear you. And I'm inclined to agree with that. Not only that, he wants specifically pictures of their pubic hair to see what stage of development they are at. Now that's next level sick. Yep, true. Maybe, but I still don't think you should have to be learning how not to be a predator. I think he does have to learn that stuff. That's the thing. This is why he gets himself into all this trouble. This is why these young men are coming and speaking out, because I think he really does need to learn to not be that way. Legal or popo, Michelle. I wonder if he has a family. I really don't know, Kate. I don't know his background. I don't know what his teenage life was like. I don't know what life was like for him, or his upbringing, or what life was like for him before the fame and fortune. So I don't know. But from what we see today, I think it's evident he never learned about the real world or how the real world works. He is ill-equipped. Clearly, he is ill-equipped for the adult world. He's ill-equipped. Yeah. So anyways, that's pretty much, you know, to sum up, that's it. I don't think he's being sincere just on his face. I don't even think he was trying to be honest, to be sincere, because why all the smiles and that? I don't think he was even trying. His PR people need to be canned. I don't endorse violence. No, I know you don't. I know you don't. I know you don't. If he was my son, I'd knock him. No, I know you don't endorse violent, Kate. I know. Don't worry about it. It's all good. It's all good here. So anyways, you know, he's just ill-equipped to deal. Like, will he ever learn to be equipped? I don't know. If he didn't have the money that he had, I would say he'd be completely screwed right now. If he didn't have all that money that he had, he'd be completely screwed. Probably a lot worse would be happening to him because he can't throw money at the problem, right? You know, he cannot throw money at the problem. So yeah, he can't. So what's next for him? I really don't know. But here's the thing. You know, we could get into, if we want to talk about cancel culture and he gets canceled, he's not really going to get canceled. I remember having this discussion a while back after Jeffree Star did that strange apology on that $50,000 couch in his multi-million-dollar mansion wearing a very expensive pink robe, doing that very insincere apology. People like Jeffree Star and jamescharles and even Shane Dawson or Trisha Paytas, they don't really get canceled because even if no one watches their videos anymore and they lose all their subscribers, they've made their money. They can all afford to retire. It's like I mentioned earlier, jamescharles, multimillionaire, retired before the age of 25. God, we should all be that lucky. We should all be that lucky. Yeah, I'm inclined to agree, Kate. He would be in jail, or he'd at least be dealing with law enforcement. I agree with you there. Death Valley, thank you for the super sticker. Much appreciated. Thank you. Oh, hail Death Valley. Yes. Thank you very much. So what do we take away from all of this? Generally speaking, and this is not just for jamescharles, not just for the Eric Zinks of this world, what do we take away from all of this, generally speaking? You know, on both sides, you know, we have to be more vigilant online, particularly when we're exchanging DMs with people we've never seen or never met. I think it's incumbent upon us to be vigilant. If you've got children, I think parents need to be more vigilant. Absolutely. I think parents need to be more vigilant. Christina, do you think he paid the boys' families off to keep the police out of it? It wouldn't surprise me, but I don't know, honestly. I mean, I can't say for certainty. I don't know, but it wouldn't surprise me, Christina. It really wouldn't. So what do we, you know, so that's the takeaway. Like if you're a parent, you be mindful of your children's activity, you know, yeah, they'll challenge you. They'll give you attitude, I'm sure. But you know what? You can't put a price tag on keeping them safe, you know, and I think many parents today know to teach their children as teenagers to prepare them for the real world. We hope that our school system would do that too. Not just online, but in real life too, like you know, going out to get a job or going into post-secondary education. We all need to learn those skills. Naughty Rudolph, thank you for the super sticker. Much appreciated. That's very much appreciated. He's entitled and learn nothing. Watch your kids online. Absolutely true, Kate. Absolutely. And that's what we endorse around here, right? So that's that takeaway. But the other takeaway from this, kids can be sneaky too. You have to know their business. Yeah, I know that too. I mean, I know that too. Christina, you're a parent, so you would know, right? So yeah, you're a parent of a teenager, I believe. So you would know all about that. If that's the case, Christina, here we may never know, but silence speaks volumes. So guess we'll see how many don't pursue it. Yeah, and I think that's the truth as well. I think that's the case as well. I think we do. Now, the other thing is, if your kids worship someone like a James Charles, worship someone like a James Charles or even an Eric Zink, especially if they're vulnerable, you especially have to be vigilant. What are their intentions? If they're exchanging DMs with your child, that's the number one question. What are their intentions? Regardless, it should, adults should know better than to interact with minors. They should know better. James Charles should know better. Eric Zink should have known better. And yeah, there should be consequences for their actions, definitely. But with someone particularly like James Charles, because he has the bucks, it's a little hard, when they can throw money at a problem. You know what I mean? So what else do you have to say? I'm on with you for another 10 minutes. We'll continue chatting with the chat for another 10 minutes, and then we're going to bounce off. So I want to hear from you. For those watching who are not chatting, comment section is always open, and feel free to share your opinion there. Yeah. But yeah, share free. But I don't think we're finished hearing. We may not hear tomorrow or even next month more about James Charles' misadventures. But we could hear about it, down the road. It could be punted down the road several months, maybe even a year or two from now. It could be punted down the road. It's incumbent upon us, to behave appropriately, to govern yourself accordingly, not only to keep yourself and your children safe, but also to make sure that, but also just be good people. Is Eric still lurking online? Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He is indeed. Nowadays, Eric Zink makes videos pretty much almost glorifying drug use. Yeah. Like I said at the top of this video, if you're a recovering addict and you're feeling vulnerable, don't go to Eric Zink's channel. No. Don't go there. No, do not go there. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, just checking something. Sorry, just checking something. It seems to be a common theme for wealthy men to be cave fiddlers and don't get punished for it. It's highly questionable. Very true. Observe does interesting videos on body language. He did one on James Charles' apology just earlier. Did he really, Death Valley? I didn't know there was such a video out. I'll have to definitely check it out. Thanks for the heads up. I think money is being thrown around. Yeah, agreed. And agreed. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's the way it always is, isn't it? There are different rules for rules for thee, but not for me. With the wealthy and the infamous, those with notoriety, people like James Charles, there's a different set of rules for them. And then for the rest of us mere mortals, there's a different set of rules for us. Absolutely. It's sickening, isn't it? Money makes everything go away. Well, yeah, about 95% of the time, I would say. I think there is the odd exception. It certainly didn't work for, what's his face? Weinstein? What's his face? Epstein? Weinstein? God, I keep mixing up those names. Sorry, I apologize. Many of you who are new, I do have a faulty memory when it comes to names. I agree. Christina is here with Michael Jackson. That's how this shit is allowed to carry on. Disgusting. And we have seen, Michael Jackson never grew up. I mean, what do you suppose? He had a ranch and he called it Never Neverland. And yeah, he never grew up. James Charles too. It doesn't look like he's grown up at all. It does not look like he's grown up. Weinstein. Thank you, Death Valley. Thank you. Like I said, I keep forgetting these names. If I forget a detail or I get a name wrong, feel free to let me know always, Takes time to catch up. It does. That it does. It does. Oh my God, Michelle. Oh my God, thank you so much. That is very generous of you. Oh, it's cigarette money. Look. Oh, it's cigarette money. Oh, okay. Thank you so much, Michelle. I appreciate it. Look, it's cigarette money. Oh, God. Ms. Hussey, it's cigarette money. Epstein and Weinstein. I knew there was both names involved with these scandals, both an Epstein and a Weinstein. Ah, I knew it. I knew it. Thank you so much, Michelle. Yeah, you've all been you've been generous with me today, Michelle and Straubs, and of course Rudolph and Death Valley. Yeah, I love cigarette money. Yeah, I think we all do, Italian Stallion. We all do. We all do. Maybe one day I'll do a short video all about cigarettes. Yeah, I'll do like MFW and I'll smoke on camera. Well, no, I do it anyway, even as myself, I do it anyway, but you know what I mean? Tell Huffy the number of cigarettes you can buy for that. Most definitely, most definitely, most definitely. So, you know, like I said, okay. So like I said, yeah, I think he did, Kate. I think he did. So anyways, like I said, I'm going to bounce off in the next few minutes. My comment section is always open. Let's once again pass the rattle can, the obnoxious e-begging portion of the show, because it's Michelle's favorite part of the show. She'll never forgive me if we didn't go through it one more time. Just to remember, a reminder, all the links I'm going to put in the chat, you will find in the description box below this video if you are catching this video in replay. If you're catching it later. Italian Stallion, thank you. Thank you for your generous super chat. Oh, thank you. Nice dinner. Thank you so much. How much time do you have to discuss that? Green Gypsy Bird, how much time do you have to discuss that? And here in the UK, we have Prince Andrew. I've been hearing a lot of that, Naughty. I've been hearing a lot of that, Naughty Rudolph. Yeah. You should save your ashtrays, cigarette butts, and create a mountain of them. Yeah, my landlord would have a fit. My landlord would have a fit. Because I found out my landlord likes to come in here when I'm sleeping. Ugh, that's a part of the legal issues I'm dealing with, actually. Thank you so much. Yeah, I could buy a carton too, can't I? Thank you so much to Michelle, Italian Stallion, Death Valley, Rudolph, and Straubs. Yeah. Okay, so anyways, the first link I put in the chat to join the channel, it's $1.99 per month. You get access to some super cool hat emojis that you've been seeing other channel members post in the chat. You get the weekly members-only chats, which are usually every Thursday, approximately 4 p.m. Eastern Standard. Sometimes, like today, we're doing it on a Friday instead, but I do my best to have it done weekly. Again, Mad Hatters, those of you who are channel members, I apologize for skipping it last week. It couldn't be helped. I didn't have the energy. I did not have the energy. Anyways, moving on with the rest of the obnoxious e-begging portion of the show. One-time donations. I do have a PayPal. Rest assured, if you choose to go that route, if you choose to go the route of PayPal, I will keep all your information confidential. I'm not in the habit of doxing people, and I will keep all your information confidential. Okay, if you choose to go that route. Furthermore, I have a merch store. Go check it out if you want to check out some cool t-shirts or mugs. Thank you, Death Valley. I wanted to keep the memberships affordable. That's why I only charge them $1.99 a month. I wanted to keep it affordable, and I wanted to provide a service in exchange. Yeah. So there's the merch. I have a second channel. For those of you who weren't here earlier or catching in the replay, I have a second channel called Fedora Social Experiment. It's brand new. There are already a few videos up. I do experiments basically with commentary and story time. Comedy and story time. Tomorrow afternoon, I'm making my comeback on my second channel, Fedora Social Experiment. I'll be going live tomorrow afternoon. Time to be decided. We will be reacting to Match Game in the 70s and Gene Rayburn. and the world's weirdest game show contestant. So we're going to be reacting to that tomorrow on Fedora Social Experiment. Time to be decided. So consider checking it out. Consider subscribing over to my second channel if you haven't done so already. My Discord server, you have to be 18 and up to join. It's like I said, there are reasons why I keep my Discord server for 18 and up only. We've got rooms to suit all tastes in the Discord server. You know, you can share your recipes, share your artwork. You can vent if you need to vent, and like chit chat. And channel members, a particular interest to you, we have the Mad Hatter's Lounge in the Discord server, which are text and voice chat rooms, just exclusively for channel members. Exclusively for us channel members to gather and get together and chit chat and make friends. Cool. Yes. And also hit me up on Instagram if you're not following me on Instagram already. I'm going to bring up my Instagram. The Instagram, hang on. Instagram. All right. Instagram. Match game. Yeah. Even those who are younger. Oh, bye, Kate. Have a good night. Have a great Easter. Yes. Have a great Easter. Thank you, Kate. So anyways, yeah, it is Easter weekend. Today is Good Friday, which is the thing. Yeah, get out those platform shoes tomorrow afternoon over at my second channel, Fedora Social Experiment. I will be posting it on my community tab here with the link. Okay, I will be posting it over here on my community tab over here. Yeah, get out your platform shoes. Get out that disco ball. Get out that disco ball. We're going to be having some fun with Gene Rayburn, the world's weirdest game show contestant, and the usual celebrities on the panel like Charles Nelson Riley, Brett Summers. I realize many are millennials who are in the chat and who are watching and may not know what I'm talking about. Yeah, we're going back in time to the 70s. I think you might find it a bit of fun, even if you don't know who any of these people are or what the game show is. I think you'll have fun. So consider joining us in the chat as well, people of all. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I like the potatoes. I like the potatoes, especially Peanuts video. Peanuts potato. Stallion, don't eat peanuts, computer. Yeah, you don't want to do that. You don't want, no, Michelle's right. You don't want to do that. I have a secret. I snuck into the cupboard and already ate my Easter egg. Ah, I found some sugar-free chocolate actually for my Easter treat. So it's supposed to be diabetic friendly. It's supposed to be diabetic friendly chocolate. I'm going to give it a try later. I bought some for myself. I'll give it a try later. It's supposed to be diabetic friendly. Yeah, we stand Peanuts broken down. Yes, we do, Michelle. Yes, we do. Chic at Christina. Happy Easter. Hope the farm isn't too busy. Well, she's got all those baby lambs to take care of. I think most of us here stand Peanut, Italian Stallion. I think most of us do. Yeah. Happy Easter. Yeah. But yeah, no, all those lambs. I saw a picture of one of them on Twitter. They're so cute. I'm too old to work this hard. Oh dear. Yeah, farm wife. I used to live in a rural area. I was not a farmer, nor did I live with farmers. But there were a lot of farmers in the area. And yeah, I don't doubt that it's hard work. You're up super early and you're working super late. You stand next face to Shannon Softcore Key Lime Pie. Yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to look at Key Lime Pie again the same way, Italian Stallion. And nor am I going to look at yogurt the same way. No, I'm not. Yeah, have a great Easter, Shanny. Well, Shanny's real name is Shannon. No, it's not a dox. It's already been given away a long time ago. I'm not doxing her. Her own mother calls her Shannon on video. Shanny. Yes, speaking of Shanny, so tomorrow, like I said, tomorrow afternoon at Fedora Social Experiment, my second channel, live stream, we're going to be going back to the 70s. We're going to be kicking it old school with a reaction to an old match game. And also on the weekend, a video. I'm not sure if it's going to be a stream or an upload. It's going to be my Shanny parody. I found something furry to make me look like I have furry ears on top of my head. We're going to be doing a Shanny parody. So, like I said, not sure if that's going to be live or an upload. I have yet to decide that. Also, tonight, I may or may not, I don't know yet, not for certain. If I do, it'll be very late tonight. It'll be quite late tonight, probably somewhere around 9:30. I may react to Rose Thorne's video called Chantal, Why Chantal Will Always Be Alone. Because, yeah. So, if you're around tonight and if you're up and about, I know my friends across the pond won't, but you'll catch it if I do it, you'll catch it in replay later, surely. So that's what's coming up, everybody. That is what's coming. Right. That is what's coming up. I'll be up next year. Take care, love. Yeah, Rose Frumpy Thorn. Yeah, Rose Frumpy Thorn, Italian Stallion. Yeah. I will keep the light on for you, Kate. Right on. What time for what? Okay, Michelle, if I do it, if I come back on here at my channel tonight, it'll be after 9 o'clock. It'll be after 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If I do, I'll let you know on my community tab later. If I do, we'll be reacting to Rose Thorne's video called Why Chantal Will Always Be Alone. Okay, if I do, I'm not decided yet. I'll let you know on my community tab. As well, tomorrow afternoon, Saturday afternoon, time to be decided. I don't know what time yet. Again, I will let you know. There will be a live stream on my second channel reacting to the 70s game show culture. And that should be a lot of fun. I don't know what time. Again, I will post the link and times in my community tab for that. And a Shanny parody coming up at some point this weekend. Not sure if it's going to be live or an upload. So that's what's coming down the pipe on both channels for the weekend. Yeah. Every rose has its thorn. Yes, it does, Michelle. Yes, it does. And baby foodie friend. Hashtag. Wow, Rose has many thorns, spiky little bitch. I always knew she was prickly. I always knew she was very prickly, Death Valley. Yeah. It must be hard having that crush on Miss Hussey, who happens to be gay. Must be hard, you know. Anyways, Miss, the reason I find this interesting, because the whole subject of relationships has fascinated me. The whole subject of relationships has fascinated me. Rose Thorne is prickly. She puts out a video. I haven't watched it yet, but I can only imagine what kind of tripe it is. Where she, is going to be talking about why Chantal will always be alone. This coming from a woman who can't get anything closer than an inanimate object like a baseball bat. Oh, my. Summoning Miss Hussey. Yeah, absolutely. I will let you know when, Michelle. Absolutely. I will let you know when. So I'll let you know. I'll let you know all that. Whoa. No, stay away, Miss Hussey. Now, Miss Hussey is welcome. Well, today is a members only, and Miss Hussey's not a channel member, so that's why you can't chat in the chat now. But if I do other streams during the week, no, he's welcome to come into the chat as long as he behaves himself. That's the trick. If he's just going to come in and troll and get nasty, well, no, obviously, I am going to trust my trusty moderators, to do what needs to be done. Yeah. The power of Christ compels you. No thanks, Italian Stallion. It's enough of that, Connie. Kenny is in Neg's chat. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I wouldn't be surprised if he is lurking. He may have gotten bored because we didn't really talk about Hater Nation today. We focused on Jamescharles. I don't know. I don't know. But if he's lurking, it would be the first time. I know he follows me. That's why I did that short little blurb about cigarettes. Yeah, at the top of the chat, at the top of the stream. Anyhow, everybody, I'm going to bounce off now because it's been almost 2 hours. It's an hour and 45 minutes. So I'm going to bounce off for now. Again, watch for my community tab posts over the weekend. excuse me. Watch for my community pet tab posts on this weekend, starting this evening, and you'll get a clearer idea of what the programming is. Back to our regularly scheduled programming. Yeah. So I wish you all a very good evening and a happy Easter. If we don't chat during the weekend, I wish you all a very happy Easter, even though many are in lockdown at this point. Try to make it festive. We'll try to make it festive online over here too, as much as that is humanly possible. Adios, amiga. Thank you so much, Italian Stallion. Adios, and you all. Please, if you're take care of yourselves and each other, and if there is somebody in your midst who is alone or vulnerable, please take the time out of your schedule to give them a call, DM them on social media if they've got it, text them. Sometimes a few hours of lending a sympathetic ear can make all the difference in the world to that person. So without further ado, again, happy Easter. Thank you all for coming in. Thank you for the generous super chats today. Death Valley, Rudolph, Straubs, Italian Stallion, and of course, Michelle. Thank you. Thank you all. So wish you all a good evening. Bye for now.